Brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Come on, baby.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play there for the Dolphins. 7-7, our score after 1. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Ebron. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. They call it a loss of a yard there, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 2 are going to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Meanwhile, Ben's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Parker. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's Gaskin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. McLeod to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. They find some open field here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run now with Gaskin. Room to run for Gaskin. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Gaskin on the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Sanders now to add the And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Ben gonna throw. He's gonna let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let the...
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. Well, you knew you had...